your stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Bismarck at the moment, starting with, partly sunny. It was pretty cloudy for much of the morning, but the sun's attempting to peek out. Northeast wind at 5. Pressure is rising at 30.03. Relative humidity 75%. It is 61 in Bismarck. 812, KFYR Radio, your news and weather authority.
I am the god of KFYR. Todd Mitchell.
Todd Mitchell.
Ready to rock like it's 1985? 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there. Join the fun bus to Four Bears Casino, August 23rd, for the ultimate throwback concert. Piercy DiMartini, formerly of Rats.
Lauer Auto Repair, located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Give them a call at 701-258-6308.
The team of mechanics at Lauer Auto can take care of any problem your vehicle is having. And when you do business with Lauer, you can be assured you're doing business with a pro Second Amendment America First repair shop. There are plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area. But why take a chance at patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake. Lauer Auto is your pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at Lauer Auto, don't forget to tell them that you heard they are a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our pro Second Amendment, pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's Lauer Auto Repair, 701-258-6308.
701-258-6308.
Located 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Experience the exhilaration of power in your hands at Bloodline Kinetics. Why Cerakote? Simply, it aids in firearm preservation while also giving your piece a unique look. Barrel threading, NFA laser engraving, bolt handle threading, mount, level, and bore, sight scope chamber rebarreling, and much more. Bloodline Kinetics is meant to reflect a long American lineage in gun ownership, who stand for the Second Amendment rights, Bloodline, and the science behind gun accuracy. Kinetics. To some, it's just a constitutional right that can go away. To us, it's in our American bloodline, and we believe it should stay that way. Here at Bloodline Kinetics, we understand that hunters, sportsmen, women, and gun owners should have a quality firearm. Stop and see us at 2008 Morrison Avenue 2 in Bismarck, North Dakota, 58504, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 701-390-7997. Visit our website, bloodlinekinetics.com.
Looking for the best gun
place and match you with the best company at the best price. That's why you'll hear from the Canopy Group. They have more to offer. For your insurance needs, call 800-967-3389 or visit thecanopygroup.com, thecanopygroup.com.
Looking to buy a car but nervous your credit recently took a hit? How about some custom financing? Meet special finance guy Croji at Metropolitan Ford. Croji will show you how to navigate the waters and help rewrite the history of your credit score. With nearly 30 years of experience, Croji offers no judgments, only routes to helping you secure a vehicle. So reach out to Croji today and get working on stopping that credit score from holding you back, and start at metropolitanford.com.
Hey, Craig, there you are. Is everything in place for Apartments.com's Renter Appreciation Day?
Renter Appreciation Day?
Yeah, you know, the day where we offer more rental listings than anybody else. Everything from studios to single-family homes, townhomes, all of it. Not to mention 3D virtual tours.
Well, not to speak out of turn, but don't we do that every day?
Yes, Renter Appreciation Day happens daily. What's your point?
No point, sir. In that case, we are completely ready.
Great. I want it to be even bigger than yesterday's. Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
And we're back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum, and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get it Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
KFYR 550 at 817. He might just go try to buy handguns just to see if the red light, green light thing does work at his favorite gun store. You're not going to do that? It's not dude, it's not a traffic light, you know? I mean, it's
not, yeah. Well, and so I've had a lot of people ask me about this since that came out yesterday. I thought, we probably better address it a little bit. And, of course, everybody is a little bit, I don't blame them. All of a sudden they think that we're going to be tracked, there's going to be a registration, things like that. Well, they already have your information if you have a concealed carry permit, okay? The Attorney General's office has that. That's where it's all processed through. But I don't know if this is going to make it easier or not. I'm not going to fault, Attorney General Wrigley at all on this right now. I want to see where this goes and what is behind it. And when I was talking with Jamie about this, I kind of wonder if it don't have a lot to do. Maybe ATF is requesting this kind of thing. I don't know if it's just a state deal, but when we give those reports, like we've done it on Mitchell in the Morning, the gun sales, that's based on a NICS background check, which you don't have to do if you have a concealed carry permit that qualifies for the exemption, which North Dakota does. So what I'm wondering is that this isn't to try and help keep track of actual transfer numbers, nothing else, just the amount of firearms being sold during any one time frame, and it just gives the numbers, and maybe they're going to turn that over to the numbers that the National Shooting Sports Foundation always tracks. I don't know. I don't know what the necessity was for it. And that's why we're going to try to see if we can get Attorney General Wrigley on our show and see if we can get him to kind of tell us what the basis was of this. Because right now, I'm pretty sure if everybody doesn't know, your concealed carry permit has an expiration date on it. So to see if it's valid or not, I don't know, just look at it. Isn't that pretty fast rather than having to log into a computer website? I don't know. If the only thing I can see where this would be an issue is if you have a concealed carry permit and you're using that as your exemption for the 4473 form, which speeds up the process. It's nice to have that. But if you were in trouble or you've been somehow denied it again, or there's probably a variety of things. I guess this would tell the FFL dealer, is it valid or not immediately, especially if it's under suspension. So, I'm not going to criticize it. I just want to know more about it. And I thought probably we better address it a little bit. And me and Jamie are both going to try to contact the office there of the Attorney General and see what kind of information we can get on this. Because was this something being asked for by the FFL dealers within the state of North Dakota? Was it something being asked for from ATF at the federal level? Or was it just something, what I'm worried about is it a solution looking for a problem that don't exist? And government's good at doing that, it seems like. But anyway, it seems like it's simple, but I don't know.
Part of it, too, is the name of protecting privacy of the gun owner. By the way, this is Clay Peterson, Guns of the 701. I didn't even introduce you. You just sort of ran off. But that's fine. That's fine, man. I mean, because I guess if folks don't know who you are by now, they're probably not into guns.
Yeah.
Just a guess.
It's funny. Just like Jamie, I think it's interesting when I'm out and about, especially in Bismarck, someone will hear me talk and look at me funny. And hey, I think I've heard you on the radio. Yes.
That's always fun when that happens.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Then that usually starts.
There's always some head on a swivel at any place I go.
I'm sure. Your voice is pretty recognizable, Todd. So, yeah.
I just hope it's for a good reason and not a bad reason.
Well, I always tell people, you either love me or hate me, and probably for the same reasons. So, I don't care either way. There's no in between. You know me, I've never really cared much about what you thought, or not you in particular, but what others think.
I know. You don't care what I. No, it applies to me too, because you don't care what anybody thinks.
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't get offended easily. It's kind of like, oh, well, I disagree with you, and here's why.
Well, there's good luck finding a world where there's no disagreement.
Right, but exactly. It's okay to have disagreement. It really is.
But remember, the world didn't used to be so black and white. I mean, now, if you put a red hat, not even a "Make America Great Again" hat, just that shade of red blank hat, and go on an airplane and see if they sit next to you, or if they go, oh, that hat. It's a freaking hat, people.
I think people are more polarized today, especially on that kind of thing, or the firearms issue, because of, I know it gets blamed all the time, but I think it is. Everyone is so connected to everything, especially in the social media world, that it's constantly in the palm of their hand, and they're constantly getting themselves updated and getting pissed off about something that probably doesn't even affect them, or doesn't have any consequence. They're just mad because they've got this ideology. And I don't know how you get away from that. I think it's here to stay. And maybe people just need to go to church more and remember to forgive your neighbor, and, remember that there's only one book that actually matters, and that's the Bible. So maybe people need to return to that. Maybe that'll help.
I mean, there's got to be some gun book you're missing, though, too.
Well, I guess there is the eye for an eye, so maybe that relates. I'll tie it all in there, right, Todd?
The old Cain and Abel and the Rock thing all over again. But
one thing I will tell you that, and I'll give a teaser out there that you claim the term Guns of the 701 Network. Well, that might become a reality, but we probably got and you're going to laugh at this one. I'm not going to give any more details. Jamie he's going to be on next Friday with you, because I'm going to be out rounding up yearlings. But Guns on the 701 is going to have its first DEI hire, just to, tease you out a little bit on that.
Wait a minute.
That's all we're
Are you wussified now, or what?
No. I think we thought we'd tweak some people with that terminology. Just you'll want to tune in after the first of
it doesn't necessarily mean diversity.
Yeah, so keep tuned in, and
your diversity, exclusion, and
there you go. I think everyone's going to enjoy it.
The E stands for exclusion with you. That's somebody would joke that, so I might as well just get ahead of them.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, goodness. But anyway, I had to just throw that tidbit out there.
Dumb excluded indefinitely. That's your DEI hire right there. There it is. That's what they stand for. Okay.
Perfect. We retermed it. Better yet now. Oh my goodness.
I want a Guns in the 701 Network hat, by the way, when those get made.
There we go. Well, when we get her accomplished here, and yep, there we go. We'll do it. Maybe another T-shirt. Boom.
There we go.
Anyway.
Guns of the 701 here on KFYR 550. ICE ditches SIG and contract with Glock. I can't even talk today. I've had that going on all day. Wait till you get old. Anyway.
Well, I'm heading that direction. Anyway, I can tell you that I was kind of surprised by this in a way because ICE has been using the SIGs forever, the P320. But if anybody doesn't know, SIG Sauer and the SIG P320, they've been catching a little flack in the public eye, mostly because of some failures and some misfires and things. They've even been deemed not safe. And basically, I don't know if it was an excuse to do this or if they wanted to do it, but Department of Homeland Security, they've confirmed that they now have awarded a new duty pistol contract to Glock. Now, Glock is an Austrian-made pistol. A lot of people carry them. A lot of law enforcement carry them. I have several. I am not a big fan of Glock, not because of failures. I think they're pretty indestructible. they're so big and bulky, and to me, I guess I don't have big enough hands. But for the monsters out there with huge hands, yeah, they fit them just fine. The Glock 19s is what they're looking at, 9mm, and they have a delivery scheduled beginning August 22nd. So this is happening fast. You imagine it's a new $400,000 to $500,000 contract for new pistols. So I guess Glock will be happy. SIG's got to not be liking that much because that's a pretty big chunk of change to lose in your business model, in your cash flow. And SIG's got a lot of problems going on. Whether they're all true or not, it doesn't matter. Public perception has now called that particular firearm, the P320, it's unsafe. It's got the reputation, and once a firearm gets a reputation in the shooting world of not being a good performer and doesn't live up to what it's supposed to be and unsafe, it's usually the end of that particular firearm because you never get over that. You just don't, and that's been the case forever. There's tons of calibers and tons of guns that went to the wayside because of bad press, you could say. There is such a thing in the gun world, bad press. So,
well, I mean, all press is bad. Just ask anybody on the left.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's the crowd that tells you ICE is unsafe. So as soon as the White House changes hands, whenever that is, 28, 32, 36, 40, whatever, all bets are off on everything that's been happening the last few months. Absolutely. Everything that happens over the next 3 years.
Yeah, it could change that fast. It really could.
Oh, it will.
And, it will. Even if another Republican, which I hope that's what we get in there, is a good Republican conservative, but if the left takes over the White House in the next election, buckle up, people, because it's going to
make the bowl of popcorn. That'd be the greatest thing for talk radio.
Well, it could be.
I remember when Clinton was in 92 and people were going, Rush is over.
No,
Rush is just getting started.
Yeah, but I think, isn't that when his TV show launched? But
yeah,
I can tell you what will happen with what you have in the platforms between the two parties today, especially on firearms and Second Amendment. You will see the biggest trampling of rights if the Democrats, heck, if they take over in the Senate and the House, which I don't think you're going to see this time for a change, even historically it's the other way, but I'm telling you, if they get control, they will hammer things harder than our side ever does, even Trump. They do not care. They've got their agenda and their ideology, and they're going to move forward with it, and your rights will definitely be in question big time if that happens.
I want to know what it would take to get a debate between AOC and Tommy Lahren.
Oh, my goodness. It'd be entertaining.
Or Carolyn Levitt.
Oh, she's fantastic, too, but they couldn't even compete. She couldn't even compete, AOC, with the mental...
And yet, well,
capacities of those two
he could make it pay-per-view for whatever charity, because guess what? Both sides are going to flock to it, each side thinking they've got it in the bag. And
oh yeah,
and it would be, pardon the co-opting NBC TV's catchphrase from years ago, must see TV. I mean, it would be absolutely. I mean,
fantastic.
We'd have to carry it on KFYR. I'd have to find a way.
We'd have to stream it live here too and bring the feed in. I mean, we'd have to do that.
You guys have to do like the Mystery Science Theater 3000, where you guys are like, big bowls of popcorn, and you're doing the play-by-play of what. Can you believe that woman? Oh my!
We definitely could do a play-by-play. That'd be fun. I did that during the debates between Sleepy Joe Biden and Trump, and I was doing some play-by-play comedy as that was going on, so that was kind of entertaining. But
I gotta admit, there's that part of me that feels incredibly sorry for him. The fact that they trotted him out so late in life, and I'm not.
I don't feel sorry for him.
I'm not saying old shaming. I'm saying it's elder abuse. I'm not, and I mean, granted, okay, so he made his own bed lying and stuff, but at the same time, it's like at some point, no matter how good or bad somebody is, you keep trotting them out when they clearly cannot function right for the job.
It was.
I mean, this is a guy who shouldn't be driving a car. You're letting him run a country.
Well, he wasn't. That's why.
Well, I know, but
because he wasn't running nothing.
But
that's a whole.
But then why on earth? Just there would not be anything wrong with saying, you know what? He's had a long and prosperous, or whatever the heck you want to call it, career, and
it was long.
Everybody's time comes. It's his. Step down and blah, 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 blah. Something should have happened there. But
yeah, something should, and it may. We'll see how.
Because trust me, if that would have been, Reagan.
Oh, they would.
If Reagan had that long a down or that deep a downward spiral, there is no way in the world that they wouldn't have burnt him at the stake.
Absolutely, and I think his own party would have as well. I mean.
Well, there are plenty with it. Well, for that matter, plenty of Republicans would be the same way with Trump.
Yes, they would. I think
there are plenty of Republicans that would love to be able to go, okay, well, I've put up with a lot of this stuff, but we can't have this.
Oh,
I don't know if that's how they'd say it, but
yeah, they'd do it.
They
wouldn't even hesitate.
It would sound funny if they said it that way. It would just sound hilarious on news clips, but that's just me. Clay Peterson, guns in the 701, and politics and history and the Bible and whatever else we come up with.
Mitchell in the morning, KFYR 550.
The push to finalize ag trade deals before fall harvest begins. Todd Mitchell, pinch hitting on the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report.
Shetler's Construction is a company that offers Amish quality and no surprises. I can say that with confidence because I am David Shetler, and this is our family-owned company. We help our customers design and create the buildings of their dreams. Join our many satisfied customers and achieve your dreams of a quality custom-built home, heated shop, or pole barns. Call me, David Shetler, at Shetler's Construction, 701-690-7713.
The Trump administration is pushing to finalize ag trade deals before fall harvest begins. Julie Callahan, nominated as the top ag trade negotiator at the U.S. Trade Representative's office, addressed farmers and commodity leaders at the Midwest Ag Export Summit in Sioux Falls, emphasizing the urgency of resolving trade gaps, saying the $50 billion ag trade deficit is front and center. Harvest season won't wait, neither can we. The summit's now an annual event bringing together government and industry leaders to discuss export strategies. Callahan stressed that expanding market access is critical to reducing the deficit and supporting U.S. producers ahead of the busy harvest season. North Dakota Mill are reporting back-to-back record years in profits and volume. Officials say the mill recorded profits of over $26.5 million for the 2025 fiscal year, a 28% increase compared to 2024, which eclipsed $20 million. Over 2 billion pounds of flour are produced by the North Dakota mills for national distribution. Nearly $480 million in gross sales reported. State Ag Commissioner Doug Goring claims farmers will now receive 30 to 40 cents more per bushel thanks to the recent output at the mill. And state officials have confirmed North Dakota's first animal anthrax case of the year happened in Stark County. NDSU Veterinary Diagnostic Lab identified the disease in a beef herd near Dickinson. 3 animals have died so far. Assistant State Veterinarian Dr. Margot Coons urged producers to monitor losses and consult veterinarians. State Veterinarian Dr. Ethan Andrus recommends reviewing vaccination plans, especially in previously affected areas. Anthrax spores lie dormant in soil and activate during extreme weather. Cattle ingest the spores while grazing. While cases are rare, outbreaks can be severe. 2023 saw 25 cases and 170 cattle deaths in southwestern counties. Vaccines are available, but require a week to take effect and require annual boosters. Ag Commissioner Doug Goring said anthrax has been found statewide. You can find out more info at ndda.nd.gov/diseases/anthrax. Todd Mitchell pinch hitting on the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report.
KFYR, your ag authority.
Fuel the Fight for Keaton is your opportunity to make a difference. Join us for a car and motorcycle poker run September 6th at Send It 24/7 Cornhole. Registration at 10, kickstands up at 11. $20 a poker hand, and we'll finish the day with a free will dinner and silent auction at Chucker's Sports Bar in Mandan. Keaton Westlake is fighting leukemia, and your support is greatly appreciated. And hey, it's gonna be a great day. Let's ride and fuel the fight for Keaton.
Imagine being on a vacation for a very long time. Now imagine saving money nightly while you do it. Sounds pretty great, right? With Vrbo's long stay discounts, you can stay longer and save more. Our customers save an average of 10% when they book select properties for a week or longer. Just in case you needed another reason to extend that vacation. Book the perfect summer getaway today with Vrbo Private Vacation Rentals. Your future self will thank you later.
When was the last time you heard from your insurance agent? You probably had to call them. Why is that? It's because they don't have any options for you. The Canopy Group represents 16 companies, not one. Their team of 40 professionals work tirelessly to comb the insurance marketplace and match you with the best company at the best price. That's why you'll hear from the Canopy Group. They have more to offer. For your insurance needs, call 800-967-3389 or visit thecanopygroup.com, thecanopygroup.com.
Looking to buy a car but nervous your credit recently took a hit? How about some custom financing? Meet special finance guy Croji at Metropolitan Ford. Croji will show you how to navigate the waters and help rewrite the history of your credit score. With nearly 30 years of experience, Croji offers no judgments, only routes to helping you secure a vehicle. So reach out to Croji today and get working on stopping that credit score from holding you back, and start at metropolitanford.com.
Good morning, Doctor.
Doctor?
Hi, Doctor.
Doctor? Dr. Jackson's practice is growing.
What do you mean we're still short-staffed?
He needs a good patient doctor.
How do we not have enough doctors to doctor all these patients?
And he doesn't have the patience to sift through hundreds of resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
With the iHeartRadio app, your favorite radio station fits right in your pocket. Live shows, news, sports, exclusive music channels, and voices that don't just go viral. They're the voices of your local community. Join the millions who already have it. iHeartRadio, the #1 app for radio.
The legendary voice of the Northern Plains, KFYR.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump posting 2 words, high stakes, taking off on Air Force One with only a wave before a sit-down with Russian President Putin in Alaska to see if he's prepared to stop the killing and end Russia's war on Ukraine and on what terms. Trump telling reporters in flight,
I'm not doing this for my health, okay? I don't need it. I'd like to focus on our country, but I'm doing this to save a lot of lives.
California Governor Newsom with a plan to remap California like Texas Republicans to gain more Democrat seats.
We can't stand back and watch this democracy disappear district by district all across this country.
But outside the Democrats' gathering, ICE was making immigration arrests, saying we're here to make L.A. safer. Newsom raged, Donald Trump, you have poked the bear. America's listening to Fox News.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected when it matters most. Be prepared with Rapid Radio's walkie-talkies. With instant push-to-talk and LTE nationwide coverage, you can reach family and friends in any emergency. 100% private, no contracts, no hassle.
Stay safe. Order now at rapidradios.com.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Today will be less humid with a mix of clouds and sun reaching a high of 81. Expect a couple of strong thunderstorms tonight with cloudy skies early, then becoming partly cloudy late and a low of 61. Tomorrow, anticipate a mix of clouds and sun with an afternoon thunderstorm, possibly bringing hail and damaging winds and a high of 80. Sunday will be humid with intervals of clouds and sun with a chance of an afternoon thunderstorm and a high of 83. Monday will bring thick cloud cover and humidity along with a thunderstorm and a high of 85. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
841 in Bismarck, 61. KFYR Dakota Mornings, Michael Bell after 9 guns to the 701. Guns, Bibles, and beer in the 701.
That's a new T-shirt. I mean, I'm wearing my Coal Guns and Freedom. I think that goes right along. We have two different T-shirts, right?
Coal, Guns, Freedom, Bibles, beer in the 701.
Perfect.
It's getting to be kind of a long title, but you know, it all applies. Clay Peterson here. It's 841 here on KFYR. I'm Todd Mitchell. So, Florida holding its first bear hunt since 2015. Why haven't they been doing it?
Well, you know, the antis, you know, and if you get anti-hunters, they don't care what the reason is. They just don't want you to shoot the fuzzy animals.
Yeah, but this is Florida. The conservatives outnumber libs in Florida.
Well, they do now, but you look back when all that was happening, it wasn't quite as a majority like they got now. But and the thing is it was voted 5-0. I mean, their wildlife commission said, "Yep, we're doing this, baby," and they did. And I didn't realize this till I kind of looked into it. Was there was only like 2,000 bears left in 2005, and 500 in the 70s. So I mean, I'll be honest. I knew there were bears down there, but I never knew the numbers. And so I kind of was looking at this article and looking at their numbers. I was like, well, okay, now they got over 4,000 bears, and then now they have 6,000 bears in 2024 is what they estimate. Of course, I'd like to see the guy that went trudging through all them palmettos and swamps to count each and every bear to get 6,000. But you know, I can just envision that, right? I look at this and go, I'm glad they brought it back. To me, it looks like another hunting opportunity in Florida because I like going down there anyway. Last time they actually held an annual bear hunt was 1994. They planned one for 2015. It was approved. It was supposed to be 8 weeks long, and they did get it through there, but they shut it down within 1 day because they met their quota of 295, or they met 295 bears taken of their 300 bear quota. So it was a very short season, 1 day. And that's what got things going. I remember when that was happening, the antis got all mad because the headlines were, "Oh, we slaughtered 295 bears in 24 hours. Like, no, my gosh, yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah, we slaughtered. All right, fine. What do they eat?
Yeah, exactly.
Plants. You slaughtered a plant.
Yeah. And actually, they slaughtered the bugs to grow that plant with the tractor.
I'm eating things that process those plants.
There you go. I'm a secondhand vegetarian.
Exactly. I don't want to hear about it. Don't give me none of your nonsense.
So this new season is going to be 187 permits, and they have it's a lot lower quota. I suppose they're doing that for PR reasons. Honestly, I think that's why they did it. But they went ahead and did it. But they also are going to allow baiting and hounds. And I've hunted bears in Minnesota, and baiting is the way to go. I can tell you that's where you're going to see more bears, but hounds work too. I've seen the hounds work on lions. In fact, our friend Marty, he went all over, went down to Utah, New Mexico, and was doing that. And hounds really do work great for a lot of things. And I think it's going to be a great management tool to include that. And from what I understand, there's an anti-group out there, and I'm not even going to give them any press here, but they're going to file an administrative challenge to block the hunt. Good for you guys. I don't think you're going to win it this time. And non-residents can apply. It's a $300 license for non-resident, $100 for residents, but there's a $5 fee to actually put forth your application. So I love the idea. There's more details coming. Who knows? If this happens, I might just have to make a trip down there. Because
I was just about to ask you if you're going to become like one of those snowbirds and go to Florida so you can hunt and then come back. I'm
not gonna kid anybody. I like going down there in the winter. I do it about every 2 or 3 years, and we go on our big hog hunt. And we got a place already set up, so we can go down there and have some fun and enjoy it. And I think adding bears to that mix would be fun.
There we go. Clay Peterson, Guns in the 701, 846 at KFYR. 15 states joined the challenge to the National Firearms Act. What's wrong with, well, apart from the fact that we know some people just can't handle the existence of firearms.
Well, there are those people, and it's always been about control for the people that are against it. This isn't new. This is the one that happened in the big, beautiful bill. It eliminated the $200 fee on most transactions or most items in the NFA. Of course, the machine guns are still excluded. You're still going to pay it on them and some other things, but suppressors are the big thing. Well, the thing with the 1934 National Firearms Act is it was based on the premise of a tax. It was upheld in the Supreme Court because of the same reason. And now that has been eliminated, so now I knew this was going to happen. Lawsuits are being filed all over the place. There's two main ones, this being one of them. And I will, congratulations to North Dakota's Attorney General Drew Wrigley, and of course South Dakota followed suit down there. We now have both of our states, North and South Dakota, have joined this lawsuit along with Texas and South Carolina, Alaska, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Montana, Oklahoma, Utah, West Virginia, and Wyoming. This is great. That gives, that's a third of the country, essentially. They joined this, and they filed everything they need to declare the NFA now an unconstitutional rule. In 1937, it was upheld because of the $200 tax included in it, which is Congress's taxing authority. That's eliminated now. It's zeroed out. So really, is the NFA constitutional? I say no. I never thought it was. And maybe, just maybe, when this gets to the Supreme Court, we're going to see probably at least a 6-3 decision, I think, on this, maybe 5-4. But I think you're going to see this thing actually declared unconstitutional. As long as our Department of Justice and ATF under the new administration says, you're right, this has nothing to do with it, it is unconstitutional, and they're not going to challenge it. If that happens, I think it's then going to go through. So we'll see. It's an interesting case to see happening, but I'm glad to see all these states get involved and file in support of this, and especially North and South Dakota, because, we're neighbors and we're right here, so it's great to see that.
You bring an arm, you become armed. Let's start that over again. Can we start over again? Hang on, this kind of day. This is what happens when you have me work all day long for some reason. You bring a bat and a knife and think you're going to get into somebody's home. You shouldn't be able to. And in West Virginia, apparently you can't.
I'd say that goes pretty much anywhere. But a bat and a knife, really? West Virginia, even in West Virginia, people are known for having firearms and carrying. And it's probably not a smart idea. It'd be just as dumb to do that here in the Dakotas, because if you enter someone's home with a knife and a bat with intentions, you probably aren't going to walk out of there. You're probably going to be carried out of there. But that's what happened here in West Virginia in Kanawha County. A homeowner, he's minding his own business, coming home, arrived at home, all of a sudden, boom, confronted by a scumbag who broke into his house. He was armed with a baseball bat and a knife. The confrontation actually escalated. I did go look up the local stuff on this, and the way it sounds, that the guy was demanding, everything and was going to, threatening harm. So the homeowner, he went over and he found his firearm, because it was strapped to his side. He found it. He had it with him, and the guy went back down, and he plugged him. He fired on him, and the intruder was pronounced dead at the scene. They haven't released the scumbag's name yet because they wanted to notify his next of kin, and they still haven't. So this is pretty recent. And the detectives that were involved in the investigation on this, along with the prosecutor's office, no charges have been filed that remained under investigation, but the way it sounds under the castle doctrine type laws in West Virginia. It's not quite like ours, but nothing's going to happen to this. They look at it as a self-defense incident. And I guess to me, and I've always preached this, especially when I was teaching people any kind of firearms-related classes, that self-defense and situational awareness within self-defense is key. You got to be aware of your surroundings, especially in those big urban areas right now. If you're walking up to parking lots, or you're walking around up to your home even, or any kind of property that's not lit up, it's dark, you probably better be pretty aware of what's going around you, because that's what's happening, and that's where the bad guys are waiting for you. And this time a good guy took out a bad guy with a gun, and now he assumed room temperature and everyone's safer.
You know how you can avoid getting shot dead in somebody else's home? Bringing a bat and a knife in with you when you're not, you're trespassing, and don't do it.
Yeah, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. It's never going to
Well, that too, but I mean, just, don't be in there in the first place. Then you don't
be
get
a scumbag and try to rob people. Plain and simple.
Right.
Don't do it. Absolutely. Go get a job. Make your own living. But I guess that's hard. Now the guy, he found out, we won't say the other part, but he definitely found out. He's now, still going to be 6.
That's what FAFO stands for. Fool around, find out.
That's right. Hey, I got to mention something, though. I'm going to be up at the county fair in Grant County, up at Carson, North Dakota this weekend. Come on out and check it out. Farm Bureau is helping support a lot of that. The kids that are in 4-H, they've already got their cards. They're going to get a free scoop of ice cream, courtesy of the Grant and Sioux County Farm Bureau. And I'll be there set up with our raffle tickets, and we got 2 cool guns for you. Come and check it out. I'll be there. Also, they got an awesome car show, probably one of the bigger ones I've seen, and everything is welcome to come and register.
2 guns and 2 scoops.
2 guns and 2 scoops. I love it.
Full of the ideas today, aren't I?
But yeah, come on by. Saturday is a big day up there, and I think it's going to be a good time. Sounds like the weather ain't going to be blistering hot either for a change. So come on out and check everything out there at the Grant County Fair.
Clay Peterson, Guns of the 701, man. You have a great weekend. Have fun there.
Happy. You too.
Stay out of the ice cream. It's for the kids.
I got to remind everybody,
yes.
Tune in to iHeart, grab the show, and we thank everybody, or thank you for having us on KFYR every week. We sure enjoy it.
Hey, I'm glad you got on iHeart, and I'm sure you are too, given the traffic is much better.
Oh yeah,
right?
It's actually amazing on there. So thanks for everybody for tuning in here every day.
Aren't you glad I put you up to that?
Yeah, perfect, Todd. It was awesome. You come up with some good ideas.
Because I knew it was going to happen. Hey, plug my podcast. Okay, well, put it on iHeart, and I can.
And we did.
Voila.
All right.
How about that? All right, have a great weekend. Take care.
You too. Catch you later.
All righty, 8:53. Happy birthday to Wendy Lange-Steele, who is 63 today, 55th anniversary for Dennis and Claudia Schultz of Napoleon. Wendy, watch your mailbox. Gloria Jeans will be on its way soon.
It's Mitchell in the Morning, KFYR 550.
Fuel the Fight for Keaton is your opportunity.